Welcome back, Remodelites. Dave with Remodel Media. I'm here at KBIS, the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show 2024. We're here in Las Vegas. I'm talking to Sean from RainStick Shower. They just won Best of KBIS for sustainability. And when I first saw it, I thought to myself, well, I've seen hand showers before. How could this be different? Well, Sean's going to tell you right now. Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks, David. I think what your original sentiment was true. We get a lot of folks that will pass by here today, and they won't know all that's going on underneath the hood. So I can take a moment to explain that. I mean, we're doing something very unique at RainStick. We're taking a drop of water that would normally be used once and sent down the drain, actually using that up to 6 times. So there's a recirculating element to the product. And I think that's really what brings it to the attention of learning about something new. And a lot of folks come by and say, hey, how does this work? What's going on? So essentially what we're doing is we're taking a volume of water, about a half a gallon, and that water is being pumped up through a micron screen in the system. We're bringing it through UV light, so we're dealing with some viruses and bacteria. We're going through a level of treatment, and we're doing a constant refreshing of that water. So sometimes I describe it as like, imagine running yourself a bath, but every 90 seconds you're taking that bath water and you're throwing it aside, and when the new water comes in, you're putting it through UV light. And that's really what we're doing. So we do all of that to go after quite an intense water saving and energy savings. So some of the best low flow showers on the market today will use anywhere between 1.8 and 2 gallons per minute.
Right.
RainStick actually uses 0.5 gallon per minute. So far better than some of the best low flow. And we do that while offering a 3 gallon per minute experience at the shower head, right? Because of our concern from like wasting that drop down the drain and all the heat that goes with it, it has kind of been removed with this technology, right?
Okay. All right. And so tell me a little bit about RainStick, who you guys are, where you got your start, who came up with this? How did we get here?
I think it's a great question. We're a company actually based out of Western Canada. We manufacture this product in Canada, and we live in a very unique part of that country that it's actually the tip of a desert that comes up. It's the only desert in our country. Just kind of grew up really treating water differently and caring about water differently. I think the impetus for the idea was I had an initial job working at like a splash pad or like a water park splash pad, and it's been my summers going to the splash pad and filling a tank every morning and doing the different treatments, and really hung on to that idea of reusing just a small amount of water each day. And we just decided to develop something in a contained appliance that would allow us to go after that savings. So that's really where the idea started.
This is awesome. Now, I imagine there's a number of different applications here. So to start off, we've got 2 separate systems, if I'm understanding. One is a completely self-contained system that would probably be best for maybe a remodel scenario, and one that is more of a built-in system where we've got a filtration system, as you call it, like a light system here that's built into the wall. Is there a functional difference between the two as far as experience, or talk to me about those?
Yeah, I think honestly, it's the exact same technology. So you're getting that nice big 3 gallon per minute flow rate at the shower head. You're getting the huge savings because of the recirculating feature. One system here is ready to go. It sits outside of the tiled surface. A little bit easier to install, but this year at the show, we're debuting what we call RainStick Lite. And it allows the designers to be a little bit more neutral and pick their own design aesthetic. And then they can go ahead and hide this RainStick Lite cabinet either in a towel closet or underneath a vanity or even in a utility room behind the shower.
All right, yeah, because this RainStick Lite, this looks like, as I was walking by, I thought to myself, well, that looks like a shower.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't look like anything that I haven't seen before, but it really is. Now, I imagine the ideal customers for something like this would be obviously somebody who's just interested in being green, being sustainable, being water conscious, right? But also like people that have to be water conscious, like you said, growing up in the desert, or just there's a huge push towards off-grid living and things like that. You mentioned a client that you just helped out. Tell me that story.
Yeah, I think so. Certainly areas of water stress, right? And if you're, I think those areas of water stress are only growing. We had a particular client who was pumping in their water into a cistern tank and then having to pay a company, so having to pay to bring it in, but also having to pay to pump it out and bring it out. Huge cost per gallon of water. So something like this really that allows you to have a good experience and still get that shower, but do so using 80% less. It really appealed to that customer.
Awesome. Now, can you think of anything I forgot to ask? This is really a great product.
I think for some, and we kind of pose this as an option, that there's smart features to the technology. Some folks, they just say, hey, give me the shower. I don't want to do connect it. But if you're more technology inclined, you can actually understand down to the gallon or kilowatt hour of energy how much you're saving. You can set preferences. So
I can check my shower analytics.
Yes, you can, and that's optional to you. We do have an app that's downloadable in both stores, and that is for some quite exciting about the product. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Sean, thank you very much.
Very nice to meet you.
Thanks for watching. I hope you got some good information out of that episode. Go ahead and click here for more videos. Go ahead and click here to subscribe. And make sure you check out the description below for relevant links to some of the products that we discussed today. And leave your comments and questions down below because I love answering them. As always, I'll see you in the next